A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome down into Baku, or Azerbaijan, for the third round of the Kenco F1 Grand Prix here at Baku. We've got 15 drivers tonight, all ready and raring to go. 26 laps of Baku. And we are without Casper this evening, but he might be here at some point. The track is 6 kilometers, 20 turns, 3 sectors as normal, with 2 DRS zones, and quite a few straights here at Baku. Pointing out, obviously, turn 10 and 11 up through Castle, very tricky, and we've seen some drivers make a few mistakes throughout that one. Tyre compounds for this evening: C5, C4, and C3. It'll be interesting to see which cars choose which tyres for the start of this Grand Prix, with obviously soft being the fastest compound. The starting grid for tonight, locking out the front row, we have Max Chapman in P1 alongside his rival Joel Foxall there, 7 tenths behind him in quali. Charlie and Callum behind Williams and Ferrari. Really nice to see Williams up this high. Followed by Archie in P5, Adam in P6, also with 139, 140 times. Zach Plant very nicely plants his Aston Martin there, P7. With Widdowson in P8, however, he's now at the back of the grid. Smits in P9 with Perez in P10. Ryan Harper P11, the Aston, with Dylan Hartley unfortunately DNFing in quali for a P12 start for Dylan. Casper Meach and Jay Robinson lock out row 7 in their McLarens. Gomez P15 and James P16. Some of these drivers are yet to actually appear. Hikes and Abreu are not actually in, but they will be 17th and 18th. With Silver, and then Josh P20 with Matthew Widdowson at the back. Jesus Christ, I am absolutely out of breath. Let's jump into the race anyway, and we'll go and say hello to our step-in commentator, Jamie. Jamie, a very good evening. Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome.
Hello everybody. Welcome to round number 3 of the Kenco F1 Season 2.5 World Championship. And I can't wait to get started.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, yeah, 15 drivers, I think, tonight. We've got some step-in drivers as well. And Baku is a very nice street circuit. It's not necessarily narrow, like I said in my announcements, but yeah, I can't wait, really. Castle's going to be amazing. And hopefully, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say there'll be a safety car lap 1, but I really hope there isn't. But I guess, you know, we're going to find out one way or another, aren't we?
Yeah,
Oops.
we're going to find out. It's Baku, so it's a street circuit, so we do not know what's going to happen. It could be carnage into turn 1, or it might not be.
Yes. Can we just get an audio check in the chat, guys? Are we, do you want the game turning up? Do you want Jamie turning up? Do you want me turning down? Let me know, and I will do my best to sort that out for you. Readability 5 is good. Okay, I turned up Jamie a little bit there. Awesome. The graphics will fix themselves, but there you go. You can see all the 15 drivers we have. I believe they're all in their set positions as well. Chapman all the way through to Widdowson. And I believe it looks like we've got Harper actually fixed on the overlay now, which is good as well. Ian turning down. what, all this way? Down here? No. In your dreams, Hassan. In your dreams. So yeah, I mean, like I say, it was a very interesting quali. Obviously, Max Chapman, 7 tenths behind. Sorry, no, the other way around. Joel Foxall, 7 tenths behind Max Chapman. So big gap there. So I don't know if sort of Max can, you know, Max has got the pace today, but it's whether or not he can keep it on the tarmac, I suppose. This whether or not it's his podium. But yeah, they're just all on the formation lap now, warming up their tyres. And oh, we've got a, hang on. Oh no, was that ping already up, everyone? I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
Awesome. So yeah, obviously here's Castle. This is where Charles Leclerc absolutely binned it in real life, but it looks like that Ferrari of Callum McGrath is not going to be doing that, especially on this formation lap. But we might see some front wings and things happening. I'm looking forward to it, to be honest with you. I'm not sure where we are next week.
We are in Montreal in Canada, the second division.
There you go. In Canada next week. Jack, hello mate, commiserations, but welcome into the stream. Hello. But yeah, I mean, obviously we've got Charlie as well. I haven't really got many predictions for today, but obviously the step-in driver Taylor's on holiday right now, basking in the sun, while his reserve driver Charlie is racing for him. Managed to get P3 as well, as Casper gets reset to the start of the grid. Congratulations. There we go. All right. Not too far away. All the drivers are coming around. There's so much speed they do carry here at Azerbaijan. So yeah, honestly, I'm not too sure. Tyre compounds, though. Let's have a little look. I'm not sure if we can get that up on the graphic all of a sudden. Give me 1 second here. Oh, I seem to have broken something, like it always do. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, most of the grid are on. It's a mixture between the medium and soft running compound tyres. So John might get the edge on Max at the start, but Max will have the tyre compound life for more than Joel. So it's a different strategy from both of the Red Bull and the Ferrari garages.
Yes, exactly that. So here we see all the lights, all the drivers, sorry, line up on the grid just before the lights do start here. We're keeping our eyes on the front row here and to see who gets that launch. Here we go. The lights are going 1, 2, 3, 4. It's lights out and away we go. Let's go and have a look at the front row. Joel Foxhall gets a very good start there on the inside of Max Chapman. He takes it around the outside, very, very close there to the wall from the front row. However, everyone seems to have got a really clean start. We'll look back to the back of the grid as well, as both McLarens there, I think, have made up a few places as well. Yeah, wow, that was very clean. But yeah, Joel Foxhall keeping his position there in P2, along with Max Chapman, really heavily defending coming into this turn as Joel Foxhall takes in the inside. Max Chapman does not want to give up that position this early on in the race, but he had to there. Oh, someone just slammed a wall.
Yeah, Joel hit the wall a little bit. He might have got front wing damage there.
That's, I don't see any visual damage, but
yeah, it looks like his car's fine for now.
Not too bad at all, not too bad. Again, this is going to be the interesting one. I'm looking forward to seeing Castle here, as all the front runners are going up Castle for the first time, keeping it very nicely single file here. As we have a little look through all the drivers coming through, they all keep it clean. No one hits a wall, and yeah, Hartley already up to P8 here, so he's already up 4 positions. We saw this last weekend. If we can have a look at the most overtakes for last week, Dylan managed to get. Oh, sorry, this season Dylan's already done 20 overtakes, and he's continuing on that number now. So. Yeah, absolutely incredible stuff from Dylan there. As yeah, as the front looks like the front 6, 7 will keep their positions into lap 1 here.
Yeah, Josh has done a very magnificent first lap, gaining 4 positions so far.
Uh-oh. That is the Aston Martin of Ryan Harper. I'm not too sure if he's lost it in there, but he is currently out of the. Oh, he's already retired. He's out of the session. As he's lost his front left there and losing it. So yeah, that's an instant safety car as well. So all the drivers slowing down to 40%. No, that's virtual safety car. However, it looks like Zach's already pitted for a change of compound. Now, he's gone on hards. I mean, do you reckon he'll get those to the end?
Possibly yes, but he's going to have a long time trying to get those tyres up to temperature after the restart from the safety car. So it's a bold move by the Aston Martin pit crew there, and the strategist down there.
Yeah, that did cost. It might do. It did cost Zach 4 positions doing that. It's obviously a shame to see Ryan out this early. As we also see Widdowson. I'm not sure why we've got 2 Widdowsons actually there. And Josh as well also come into the pits. So yeah, I mean that was a very last move. Obviously, half of the grid are already past that finish line. They couldn't have pitted if they wanted to. But yeah, really early safety car on here. Unfortunately, Ryan Harper lost it. That early on, and that is unfortunate for him. I'm sure he'll be able to debrief with the team and see what kind of went wrong that early on.
So the predicted pit stop strategy is going to be a 1 or a 2 stop, but now the safety car is in that particular pit stop. Strategy is completely out the window.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a difficult one. I mean, we're getting the predicted stop strategy here. Soft, medium, medium, or medium, medium, hard. There might be some drivers wanting to do a 1-stop strategy now. Obviously, the safety car, they're not going to be burning as much rubber carrying around the track already. So this might give, some drivers want to change their strategy. The soft runners might want to go on hards. They might stretch their softs an extra few laps now. It's going to be an interesting one. Obviously, we did see this at Monza last week with the safety cars and everyone pitting. But yeah, we had news as well from Aston Martin. He had too much power coming out of the corner, and then unfortunately that led him into the wall. That's one of the issues here, Jamie. To be honest, there's just too many walls around the track.
The walls are literally inches from the track. If you put too much power, there's no runoff. You're in the wall. That's your race over.
Yeah, it's there's not much runoff either. Obviously, some of these 90-degree turns do have runoffs where you can only really go straight, and then you've already lost loads of positions. So yeah, you can't make mistakes around here, and they're very, very costly. But yeah, here we go. Seeing the full safety car here. We've probably got maybe 1.5 more laps of it, as all the drivers are pretty much getting back there. Obviously, we can see the McLaren there of Meech behind Smits, just catching up with the safety car queue. But yeah, I mean, medium for Max and soft for Joel. I mean, interesting strategy choice, but that could be the make or break decision as to who gets podium today.
Yeah, it could be.
It definitely could be.
But looking down the low of the grid, we got Josh on the hard, so Rebel might be doing the blitz strategy here, saying, right, let's do a one-step for Josh and get some more points than they would normally do on a two-stop. So
yeah, exactly, and obviously Josh starting quite far at the back of the grid today. That perfect opportunity opened up for him. Obviously to give that new strategy a go. Yeah, obviously we're seeing Adam Forbes as well back in his P6, and then yeah, closely followed by Dylan, which is dangerous. But yeah, we might see a Mercedes overtake a Mercedes in a few laps to come, potentially.
We have the team saying, let this person by. We might see that.
Yeah, exactly. We have no team radios, but I'm sure in the future we can definitely introduce those into this stream if we can. There was a new pit stop graphic as well, which we added, which was really cool to see earlier. So we'll definitely be able to see sort of pit stop times and things like that as well. We're riding on board here with Joel. But yeah, I mean, they've only got one more lap of safety car just to tidy up Ryan's mess. I'm pretty sure it's the Marshals doing a great job. It's a difficult one though. Look, where can the Marshals really get on the track here though? There's not many, it's just kind of wall. So it must be very difficult for them to clear that up. I'm surprised, obviously in real life there was loads of red flags when this happened last year. But obviously that's not in the game. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm predicting the safety car's probably going to come in the end of this lap. So we'll probably see the yellow lights extinguish off the AMG safety car, and we'll go back to green flag racing.
Certainly will. Just to point out as well, P12 is actually reserve driver Danilo Perez. I believe he's got the same in-game number as Widdowson, so yeah, apologies about the graphics there. But yeah, we do have Sergio Perez, obviously, in P12 there. So yeah, I would fix that, but unfortunately they both got the same number in the game. But yeah, really good work there, obviously, by Casper, obviously gaining a few places there with the pit stops. He's on the mediums. We've got his teammate Jay Robinson on the softs behind him. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, with this safety car restart, the soft runners are going to have such an advantage, I feel like, with the speed. But obviously their softs are going to be worn in a little bit more, so yeah, I'm not too sure.
Doesn't look like the safety car's coming in at the moment.
It should, yeah, it should do.
Race control yet, but we'll probably get it in the next couple of minutes or seconds.
Baku is a lovely track, though, obviously up that castle hill. It's definitely unique in its own way. But yeah, really nice clear day as well for the drivers, so great conditions for them. They'll be happy. No scheduled rain, so unlike last week. So yeah, they'll be, keeping what they know best, and it's a warm track with Evolution, so... nice graphics as Max Chapman sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. But still, I hope we haven't got one more lap of this. I'm not too sure, actually. There we go.
Yeah, the safety car is just about to come in.
It's as if I was speaking about it. So yeah, we're going to keep our eyes on Joel Foxall, or actually no, let's keep our eyes on Charlie, because if we get on board here with Charlie, we won't do the hard. We just want to then we get a good view of both both Joel and Max. Let me remove the name tags there. Sorry. There we go. So yeah, it'll be really interesting to see from Charlie's point of view what kind of happens. Charlie's going to go on for a lunge for Joel, but then Joel's going to go on a lunge for Max. So yeah, anything can happen here.
We could see a 3 wide into turn 1. We don't know.
I would not like to be on the far right of that 3 wide, I'll be honest with you. Alright, here we go. Max has gone green. He has put the throttle down. Charlie reacted a little bit slower to Joel in front of him, as he's got Callum McGrath right behind him as well. We'll go and have a little look here. Coming into turn 1, Max Chapman remains P1, followed by Joel Foxall, followed by Charlie, keeping it quite nice and neat there. No, it looks like it looks like Casper Meach might have wanted to make a move there on Smits. However, he's got in front of Zach, or they've just kept switching as I'm not sure that Smits coming round the corner there. He's unfortunately hit a wall that takes Smits all the way down to P14. Unfortunately, there was a slight yellow flag there. Hopefully, there's no damage there by Smits, and he can get that position back and start working his way up. But yeah, unfortunate for Smits there, down into P14.
Yeah, it looks like Dylan has made one position on the restart, now in 6th place, behind his teammate. So, are we going to see any tactics by the Mercedes pit crew? Or the pit wall there?
Middlefeld won't want to give up that position, I'll tell you that. But if it's for his teammate, then I would do the right thing and do what the team's call, and do a Bottas Hamilton and let Hamilton past.
But the one thing is that they're both on the same sets of tyres. They're both on the soft, so they'll probably be on the same strategy. So it's going to be battling between each other. There's no going to be any undercuts or overcuts between both of them. So.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just having a look at timings here. Everyone seems to be sort of leveling them out ourselves about a second here. But Josh O'Mara at the back of the grid here is very close to the back of Jay Robinson. I'm not sure, obviously Josh is on those new hard tyres, but Jay Robinson is on the older soft tyres. So it'll be interesting to sort of see timings here as Max Chapman sets another fastest lap there as he comes around past the finish straight. And it looks like we've also got a switch of Callum. Sorry, Charlie's just going in the pits here. We'll ride on board with Charlie. I'm not too sure what he's trying to do here. But yeah, early pit stop there by the Williams. Don't think he's got any damage, but might be trying a different strategy here.
He might be seeing what Josh is doing with those hards and maybe thinking the hards are the way to go. He's getting a new front wing. Maybe he's got wing damage. Yeah, that was an 8.3 second pit stop there by Charlie. That's not what he would have wanted whatsoever. That unfortunately is a new front wing, and he's put on another set of mediums. So he's got to pit again before the end of this Grand Prix. Yeah, it's a very interesting strategy call from the Williams pit wall. So
yeah,
I don't think that's going to be very happy, or I don't think Charlie's going to be very happy with that decision, but.
Not at all. It might have just been terminal damage on the front wing to the point where you can't even drive the car. I mean, obviously, being up castle, you need as much front wing downforce as possible to get the car around these corners. Without that, yeah, Charlie probably wouldn't have wanted to risk it. He would rather finish the race than DNF into a wall. So I can respect the decision there by Charlie, but it's not the one that he would have wanted to make, as we see Dylan Hartley here overtaking his teammate, moving up into P3. But yeah, Callum is I'm pretty sure is very happy with that. But yeah, Max Chapman already getting a 3-second lead on Joel. Jesus.
Yeah. I'm riding on board with Joel at the moment, and Max has gone, see you later. He's gone. Yeah. Those mediums have quite a lot of pace compared to the softs, so maybe the softs are not the good race tyre.
Yeah, soft around Baku, street circuit, lots of heavy braking, 90-degree turns. Yeah, I wouldn't have, in my opinion, I wouldn't have put the softs on. And Finn, in answer to your question, we'll probably, if you join the Discord server, we'll let everybody know when there's invites to join the next league as and when they happen. This league's only eight rounds long, just because of like GCSE exams and everything like that. So yeah, we've still got another 5 races left of this season.
Everybody looks like they've gone into their stride of the race. There's not much action going on at the moment.
Yeah, there's always action. There's always free wide into here.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah,
it's the McLaren of Jay Robinson there gets spun around. I'm not sure if that was contact or not. But yeah, commentator's curse, I think that one was. Not much action as it all goes crazy. But yeah, Jay Robinson down there into P10. So. Oh, he can't make that turn at all. He's going to have to take that really wide and see what he can do here.
And it's a virtual safety car.
And yeah, all drivers are slowing down 40%. Max Chapman, unfortunately, it looks like he's too far away for that early safety car to benefit. As it looks like we've got... Smits, who's just retired from the session down there in P11. I'm not too sure what's happened to him.
It looks like he's done a Charles Leclerc into the castle section, so...
Okay. that explains that one then. So that's the first castle taker, as we see Jay Robinson very careful on the throttle where he does not want to slam into a wall. Really early braking, taking it nice and easy around there. He's going to have to get a front wing. And there's a full safety car as well. That virtual safety car's been upgraded to another safety car as Max Chapman's coming in the pits along with Joel Foxall. As Callum has decided not to enter the pits here. 2.6 second pit stop there for Max, and 2.5 for Joel. There you go.
And Max Chapman's gone for the hards, so he thinks the hards are going to be a better race tyre than Joel going on the mediums.
Yeah,
so
I mean, look at this. Josh O'Mara up to P4 here. Again, Red Bull would have had the data from Josh for the hard tyres, so I mean, you know, that they would be in communication with both drivers, and potentially, you know, Josh testing out those hards has given Max the confidence to go on them. As we see Adam Forbes here in P2, I believe they're both front runners, P1 and P2, still have not pitted. However, Max Chapman P3, and then Joel Foxall all the way down into P6. However, that's probably because Widdowson and Josh have pitted on the previous safety car. This is interesting. Again, there's going to be lots of drivers going on to the end of this race, I feel like, in sort of 18 laps time. 18 laps? No, I can't do maths. Yes, I can. 18 laps left.
yeah, they're probably Adam and Callum are probably going to go into the pits, so I'm thinking Max and Josh are going to have a Red Bull 1-2 at this stage.
Is that what you're predicting? Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
1-2.
strategy here. I mean, we don't know if this is the last safety car or not, but yeah, if it plays in the, they play their cards right, which they have done so far, then yeah, certainly so. And this also heavily benefits Jay Robinson here, down into. Is that Jay Robinson? I'm trying to work out which one Jay Robinson is. That's Jay Robinson. There we go. So yeah, obviously Jay had to get that new front wing there, and this full safety car means that he can get back on with the pack and gain a few more positions. Casper Meach as well, he's on the hard tyres down in P9. He started in, I believe, P13, P14, so yeah, it's obviously seeing, you know, that some of the drivers creeping up a little bit. Obviously 2 retirees, unfortunately, from Smits and Harper, but yeah, it's I honestly can't call it. I can't call it at all.
Josh has made 10 positions since the start, so that call to the hards on the first safety car has really helped him.
Yeah, we just have a little look at here at the positions gained and lost. So obviously some people have pitted, some people haven't. But yeah, Josh and Widdowson up 10 places there. Really good to see, and they've both pitted, so this has played in their hands. As Zach remains in that P7, very strong. He's also pitted. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Obviously, Joel, you know, looking at pit stops and stuff like that, Joel's pitted again for the media. Sorry, pitted a soft medium, but I can't imagine a soft medium strategy around here will last till the end.
I don't think so either. I think it's going to be another stop for the Ferrari guys with Joel's car, so are they going for a really aggressive strategy to go for more performance than actually nurturing the car home with the tyre life?
Yeah, honestly, this is bizarre though. I mean, we were expecting some safety cars here today, but that's 2 safety cars within 8 laps. So most of the drivers, you know, they've pretty much just been following a safety car this entire Grand Prix. But yeah, I mean, obviously Callum's the leader here, followed by Adam. They're going to be starting off this green flag, but they're yet to pit. So are they putting their, you know, their predictions on a 3rd safety car, or because, you know, everyone else under Adam has already kind of pitted. I don't know if that's their final one or what.
Yeah, we've only got Callum, I think Callum, Adam, and yeah, those are the only people who haven't pitted yet. So are they hoping for another safety car and maybe slapping on a bit of soft tyres to the end?
And yeah, again, fastest lap point means everything.
Yeah.
As yeah, at the moment, current driver standings, Joel Foxall is in the lead on the driver constructors, followed by Max Chapman. So Max is going to want every single possible point that he can today, in front of everybody else. Obviously, you know, well, he wants to get as many points as he can to regain that P1 in the drivers constructors. But then it's the same for Joel. So yeah, again, Joel might be going for, you know, one more pit stop at least. But again, he might get that fastest lap if he goes soft, medium, soft, because he's already changed compounds. So.
Yeah, Adam and Callum have done 8 laps on those medium tyres, so they'll be
Mhm.
feeling a bit old and worn.
Yeah,
So
the green flag. We've got one more lap, unfortunately, of the safety car here. We'll see them go around once more, but this isn't going to be good. I mean, obviously, like, you know, both the Red Bulls here on the hard tyres, P3 and P4, you know, necessarily that they're on the slower tyre, but if these mediums are already 8 laps in, then they could potentially have more of the speed on the restart.
yeah, and I'm looking further down the grid, and Charlie has put the soft compound tyre on, so
Oh, yeah.
that's an interesting call. He might be going for getting more positions and hoping for another safety car in this race to put on some mediums. Go to
Yeah,
the end.
it hasn't fell in Charlie's hands today, I must admit. I do feel sorry a little bit for Charlie. Obviously, when all the drivers were racing, he lost, or he'd at least done damage to that front wing. Thought he would take a chance on pit, and unfortunately that didn't go into his favour. It's a shame that it wasn't a virtual safety car for you know, a little bit longer, rather than obviously the race directors calling a safety car, but it's out of our control, unfortunately, that one. So yeah, but interesting tyre choice there by Charlie, as I'm not too sure whether he was I'm not sure. Did he no, I don't think he did overtake. We had Widdowson in P13 on the hard tyres. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't call it at the moment. I really can't call it who's going to win, but the Red Bulls look very strong for a double podium. Charlie going
Especially
rogue.
with those hard tyres, both the Red Bulls probably will not be stopping again unless there's another safety car late into the race.
Yeah,
So,
I definitely not. If I was in, I mean, Josh must be really pleased with himself, and I'm sure that Max is pleased with his teammate as well here, as they're both rallying around P3 and P4, with both the drivers in front of them that haven't even pitted yet. So, providing that there's not any other sort of disruptancies to the race, yes, I think that's a word. Then they stand a good chance here, but they will have obviously Joel Foxall, Widdowson, Zach, and potentially Dylan, all hunting them down. So yeah, Dylan not really benefited too much from this safety car, but he's got the pace, so you know, disruptions, that's the word.
yeah, as now the safety car's coming in, so Callum's going to be backing up the pack for this restart. So let's
Yes,
see what's going to happen.
we will
We've
ride
got
'em.
both the Red Bulls on hards, on fresh ones as well.
Certainly.
And both the cars in front of the Red Bulls on 9-lap-old mediums. So it's going to be a close one between those two.
Let's see how it folds out, as we'll ride on board here with Max Chapman to see the two drivers in front of him, Adam Forbes and Callum McGrath. Callum really slowing the pack down here. He doesn't want to go yet. He wants to tease them a little bit more.
Yeah, it looks like that as well. And possibly Callum,
There we
Callum,
go.
as they go now, is possibly Callum's going to do the long-term game with his teammate and back up Max Chapman and stop him overtaking and getting a gap. So we might
Certainly
see that
so.
as
We
Max
see,
Chapman
but
goes
Jesus,
to the outside.
that
of
looked a
Adam.
very
That
easy
was
overtake there, as Josh is falling
way
back,
too easy.
unfortunately. I'm not too sure what. Yeah, Josh is down into P6, 3 wide into that turn. There is contact there with Josh and Joel. But yeah, Callum does regain and keep that P1 there. Adam Forbes P3. Joel Foxall moving up to P4. So yeah, Josh losing out on a few positions there. But I think he did get a little bit sandwiched, as we see a Haas as well go wide. Jesus Christ, there's so much going on.
Yeah, Josh has 8-lap-old hards compared to Josh's new mediums. So obviously Josh is, not Joel actually. He's going to have that tyre life better than Josh, so he's going to be easily making a pass between those two.
Certainly is, yeah, better tyres there, as we see them go up Castle here. They do not want to make any overtakes up here or make any mistakes, as Adam Forbes is dropping back, unfortunately, a little bit there, as we also see, I believe that's Max Chapman getting really close to Callum for the lead of the race, as Joel's eyeing up a move on Adam Forbes around here, as they come very quickly here, 187 miles an hour down through this turn, keeping that speed in. As I mean, there's 2 overtakes happening here as well, and we obviously got Max Chapman in front as well as Callum. So yeah, I'm not too sure what's going to happen here. Whoever gets the better launch, I think, out of this turn.
And Max Chapman might get him, especially with the slipstream down this straight, as it's really long. So we might see a dive bomb into turn 1 with Max.
Certainly
But
so.
Max might be going for the long game and saying he's got to pit. Let's just wait up.
Yeah, exactly. But then, you know, all that time Max is behind Callum. His tyres are going to be wearing even quicker, as we see Joel overtake Callum there into that turn. Max Chapman unable to get a move this early on with Callum. However, they are side by side right now. Callum's squashing Max very closely to that wall. But yeah, Max not giving up that position as he's backs out there. Wise move as Josh O'Mara gets back into P5 as well. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy driving here, but it's all good fun to watch.
Yeah, and it seems like maybe Callum is backing up Max. Oh, now Max has gone to the outside. Yeah, it looks like maybe Callum is backing up.
Yeah, this is helping Joe out hugely. Brilliant team play here by Ferrari. Callum's slowing down a little bit just so Joel can catch up, and we do see that definitely help out here as Joel's now within a second to Max Chapman. And yeah, I mean, look how close Joel is now to Max. Wow, that really did not play well for Max as he's sandwiched between two Ferraris right now.
Yeah, they're now all in between half a second of each other, so Callum's really done the team game with Joel, and Joel's going to be really happy with Callum.
Yeah, it really depends. I mean, Max is going to want to get this move, but he's on the hard tyres, so I don't know if he can get it done. A Ferrari sandwich, that's exactly what it is. As it looks like Dylan's making a few more positions up here, getting in front of Zach there. And yeah, we're going to see it maybe go 3 wide here, as we've got McGrath in the middle. Joel overtakes Max Chapman. He might even overtake his teammate as well. As yeah, Max Chapman there, P3, Callum in P1, Joel in P2. They're not going to want to overtake each other. They're going to hold the front. But yeah, Max definitely not happy with that. But he might be definitely planning something now. Maybe saving up a bit more ERS for the next few laps and then going in for another move.
Yeah, it looks like maybe Callum is going to let... Yeah, it looks like Callum's letting the position up to Joel, so...
Oh, I mean, that was I don't know. I mean, here we go. Yeah, I mean, Callum slowing down there for Joel, but Max took the opportunity there and overtaken Callum. So, it's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, both Joel and Max are on 4-lap-old tyres, but Joel is on the mediums, so he's going to have more tyre life and performance in those for a shorter period of time compared to Max, where he's going to have the tyre life for the whole entire race.
Yeah, exactly. So, Max is thinking to go to the end. He's got 13 more laps, but whether or not Joel and Callum, you know, are they hoping for another safety car? Or, you know, look, you're already seeing Callum here losing loads of time to Max. So, yeah, it's all about the pace, really. And, yeah, I don't really know what to say.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm thinking Callum's going to be going into the pits in the next couple of laps, as we got. I think we got Matthew Widdowson spun round coming into in the second sector, so he's not having a good day either. He's on 10-lap-old mediums, so.
Yeah, they've seen lots of drivers spin. I'm not sure, obviously, what's going on at track temperature. It might not be warmed up yet, but I mean, yeah, like I say, these tyres are, you know. I mean, after the safety car restart, they should be back to their normal temperatures now. It normally takes a lap to get them hot, as we see Max's brakes very hot there, coming into turn 1. And we'll see if Max Chapman goes for a move here on lap 14 of 26. Realistic, at least. Exactly. We're going to have a little look here at Casper Meach here, with him in front, Zach Plant. He's got his teammate Joe Robinson behind him. And we'll see if Casper can get this move done on Zach Plant here into a turn, or the chicane, I should say, as he's taking it quite nicely wide. Or as he has hit that wall. Hopefully that's not damaged there by Max Chapman. Sorry, by Casper Meach. But he did get that move there on Zach Plant. So yeah, we did hear contact there with the wall, but it doesn't look like he's got damage to his front wing.
Yeah, look, he survived another day with that wall.
A turn, watch
but
out.
If you slightly touch a wall again, you know, these Baku City street circuits, walls will not play nice to you if you do tap those walls too many times. No,
exactly. Jack, I feel like I need a track map with all of the turn numbers on them, just like David Croft, I'm sure, does. But I know Castle Hill, so that's one of them. I also know turn 1. That's an obvious one. But yeah. But yeah, Dylan Hartley here, P6. Adam Forbes doing really strongly here, keeping the top 5. He has started P6. He's up 1 position here. But yeah, Charlie still down in P13, 10 seconds behind P12. Disappointing sort of at the moment for Charlie. He's really hoping for another safety car to get back in the pack. But yeah, Charlie really struggling. Castle, it might not be called Castle Hill. Oh, brilliant. But yeah, Aston AlphaTauri out of the Grand Prix. It looks like we've also got, well, I mean, Middelfeld very closely to his teammate Hartley in front of him, along with Forbes. Adam dropping a position there, unfortunately, to the Mercedes, as we see Max Chapman still closing in on Joel Foxall, 4 tenths behind, with Callum 7 tenths behind Max. There's no way of calling who's going to win this Grand Prix yet, Jamie. I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea either. We know Joel possibly might have one more pit stop to go, so... Or is he praying for a late safety car and putting those soft tyres on and then going completely flying past Max Chapman on the last lap?
Yeah,
we do not know.
Anything can happen. And Castle on the Hill is a good song, by the way. But yes, hang on, let me just... There we go. But yeah, maybe that's where I got the name from. I'm not too sure. As we see the McLarens of Casper Meech and Jay Robinson here, they indeed switch. So I'm wondering if Casper Meech potentially does have that front wing damage. Because he's still in front of Zach, unless Jay team orders. Jay might have wanted to get in front of Casper there, as he's going to be trying to hunt down Adam Forbes in front of him. As Max Chapman still keeps that fastest lap of the Grand Prix, and Josh now 7 seconds behind Callum McGrath. So yeah, Josh obviously on much older hard tyres. He's losing a lot of time here. Willex, thank you as well very much for the follow, buddy. Do join the Discord. You can't join it at the moment, it's locked, but we will definitely open applications for the next few leagues, and we'll let you guys know when, if you are interested. As yeah, Josh dropping down into the pits here. He is not happy with those hard tyres. He's pitting for fresh medium tyres for 10 more laps of this Grand Prix. Red Bull pit stop at their work. 2.5 seconds, really good there. Really good pit stop for Josh, as he's losing a few positions. As we see Casper Meech coming into the pits as well. It'll be interesting to see if they put on a new front wing, which they do by the looks of it. So it's going to be a slow stop here for Casper Meech, as we see them duplicate one onto another. And yeah, that's now 2 front wings loaded onto Casper Meech's car. 8.3 second pit stop there.
Yeah, looking at the tyre life of Callum's, he's really the tyre whisperer at the moment. 15 laps on mediums, and he's right on the back of Max Chapman. So he's doing wonders to those medium tyres.
Yeah, absolutely. They're finessing them in, as we see them very, very close to the walls here. Not any wrong moves or mistakes. Squiggly racing. We can't have any of that around here, Baku. I had to get that in at some point. But yeah, it's still a Ferrari sandwich here for Max Chapman. He cannot make a move on Joel Foxall, and Joel's tyres are going to degrade a lot quicker than Max's. But obviously, we've seen the Red Bull's teammate Josh pit for the medium, so maybe the hard tyres are not good when they're sort of degraded a lot more.
13 laps on those hard tyres for Josh, so that might not give Max a load of confidence coming into the later stages of the race, but you never know. Josh might be doing another strategy for the Red Bull team, thinking, let's get some more positions, rather than staying and waiting for a late safety car.
Sorry, I was just speaking with my parents there. Yes, yeah, exactly. As we see, oh my god, I made contact there from Joel Foxall on the wall. But yeah, we will definitely make an effort there, Jack, to say it every race. As we see the drivers quite evenly out here. Obviously, only the front 3 runners here are quite close, with sort of a 3-second gap between everybody. As Casper Meech down there in P12, unfortunately. And yeah, Charlie up to P10. He's on medium tyres. No cars on the soft tyres. So it seems like the medium might be the best tyre choice. But there's still 9 laps to go. So yeah, every lap they're going to be slowly degrading as well.
Yeah, it looks like only Callum and Adam are yet to stop in this whole entire race. So yeah, they're doing wonders with those tyres.
Certainly Callum is. Yeah, Callum yet to pit. 17 laps in on those mediums. However, unfortunately, he has to pit and he has to change compound. So is he going to give that podium position up to Dylan Hartley here? I don't want to say it, but I don't know if Callum can get podium this time round, unless he can make up the positions on the softs.
Or is he hoping for that really, really late safety car? We do not know.
Yeah, No idea at all. It looks like Casper Meech at the back of the Grand Prix there, making, hopefully, I'm not too sure, I say hopefully, I'm not sure, there we go. A little bit of back race, the back of the grid racing, I should say. There's free wide here, a free or free single file here as he gets very close to the back of Widdowson.
Going into the pits now, so the Ferrari guys are going to be servicing Callum's car now. Let's see which compound he's going into. He's going onto the softs, so he's going for those final last lap bankers. As we've got a yellow flag.
Virtual safety car. Oh, Callum's not going to be happy with that at all.
Definitely not going to be happy.
I'm not too sure if there was any contact made there between the. We were watching obviously the McLaren, the Aston Martin, and the AlphaTauri at the back of the grid. So I'm not too sure if there's contact made there. But it looks like Widdowson's coming in. He's getting a new front wing as well, so he's got damage to that. But yeah, Callum, unfortunately, virtual safety car just as he was leaving the pits.
Yeah, he's definitely not going to be happy. But now this is a perfect opportunity for Adam to get those 17-lap-old mediums off and go for
100%.
quali laps for the end of the race.
Yeah, I mean, it fell into Adam's shoulders, but it didn't quite fall into Callum's, as we noticed Max Chapman now in the lead of the Grand Prix, with Joel Foxall lead, obviously just P2 there, and obviously Dylan, like we said, in podium P3. So, yeah, very unfortunate there for Callum. So it looks like Josh O'Mara has set the fastest lap. But yeah, the virtual safety car should remove itself, and obviously will resume to normal racing in just a moment.
Yeah. Adam at the moment is going to be praying to wait for the virtual safety car to end until he boxes. That's the one thing he's praying for, that. And the green flag's now come out. So Adam's now going to be going, why?
Yeah.
Why has it gone green?
Yes, Adam is unfortunately missed an opportunity there. As we see Joel and Max fight it out here. Joel's getting the DRS down the straight. He's got that speed advantage, overtaking Max Chapman into turn 1. And yeah, I mean, straight easy overtake there by Joel. But he is on the medium tyres. There's still 7 laps left. Can Joel make them stretch for another 7 laps? We'll have to find out, as it looks like Dylan Hartley going into the pits here. 2.5 second lead as we see the Williams behind him of Adam Forbes. Also pitting as well behind him, and that's obviously Jay Robinson up to P5 there. Josh O'Mara back to P6. So yeah, really good racing by those, and obviously Callum back into P4 now, as we see some racing here by Josh and Callum. We'll ride on board here with Josh O'Mara as he's on the inside of Callum. Nice and easy overtake. Is he going to keep it though, or is Callum going to fight back? We're seeing in the right side of his mirror, Callum taking it wide, and he's had to brake. Fastest lap under virtual safety car in a red point. Begin to see a trend. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. But yeah, it would be cool if the game would invent some sort of like in real life where they've got their cameras on their helmets. I would love to see that in this game as well. But I'm not too sure.
To see the driver's eye, the driver's view going into these fast corners of the Baku Street circuit. That'll be amazing.
Oh. As we've just seen, Joel Foxall there. I'm not too sure. Max Chapman giving back a place as Joel Foxall has lost a part of his front wing. I'm not sure if there was contact here that was made by the 2 front runners. But yeah, that is Joel Foxall with front wing damage. He's going to have to pit.
He's going to be boxing. He's not going to be happy whatsoever.
No, again, I'm not too sure on the ins and outs of that. I'm not too sure if, there was enough room given or not. But yeah, that is Joel Foxall there coming into the pits. New set of tyres, presumably the soft tyres here for Joel, as Max takes the lead of the Grand Prix by 6 seconds currently. Doesn't look like Max has got any front wing damage.
Yeah, it looks like Joel has got some front wing damage, so he's not going to be happy whatsoever.
No, there'll be some boiling, I don't know, heated moments after this race potentially. I don't know. I'm not too sure. As we see now, Callum McGrath back up to P2, 13 seconds behind the race leader, and Josh O'Mara there, P3, very closely behind him. Now, Max Chapman is not going to want a safety car now. 6 laps left. We've got 3 more laps before the safety car will definitely not come out. But yeah, we see Middlefeld also pitting, as well as Adam Forbes. Was that the... I'm not too sure. Is that the second... Has Adam just gone around again? He's just pitted. Oh, he's lost his front wing.
The front wing again.
Oh, so that's... Yeah, Adam having a great start to the Grand Prix. But unfortunately, it's all gone downhill. It's the second half here for Adam, losing his front wing. They didn't put a new one on. Did they not put a new one on? Maybe, no, they haven't.
They're not putting a new one on.
So, I feel sorry for Adam, man. So the pit stop crew have not put on a new front wing for him. He's got to pit again. What is this?
Or this might be a little bit of F1 2021 game glitch, but it looks like the Williams crew haven't forgot to put a wing on, which is
I could have sworn
surprising.
I saw them holding one as well.
Yeah.
Oh, what are Williams doing? Literally. Okay, well, I don't know if that was a game glitch or Adam forgot to say yes, he wanted to repair his car in the pits, but Adam Forbes having to pit again this lap round. That'll be his third pit stop in 3 laps.
Yeah. What is Williams doing right now?
Honestly, I've got no idea. We're going to see Josh O'Mara here with the DRS. We'll go and ride on board with Josh. He's going to get that DRS active, overtaking Callum into P2. It's currently a Red Bull 1-2, but yeah, it'll be really good to see if Josh can make this stick, or whether or not Callum's soft tyres behind him is going to be really good, as Casper has retired from the session here. That is a safety car. Oh, no.
Max is going to be fuming.
Yeah, I can't unfortunately go on board with Casper Meach to see where he binned it. It might have been Castle, I'm not too sure, but yeah, that's going to get the grid. Oh my, wow. What a time to be alive.
Yeah, look.
Yeah,
it looks like Casper crashed on the straight, so...
Oh no. That's absolutely gutting. And we know as well that Red Bull McLaren, they're quite, they're quite friendly in Discord voice chats and stuff like that. So, that's not going to be good for Max Chapman. He's going to have to give up those 16 precious seconds of the lead, as there's a full safety car, meaning we're only going to have pretty much 3 crazy laps left of this Grand Prix after the safety car does come in. So it's literally like real life where they red flag the session and there's only 2-3 laps left. It's going to be a final shootout, I think.
Now, does Max have the chance to pit? He's 18 seconds behind Callum.
This is I hadn't thought of this. Does he have
the chance to pit?
It's a big risky move, though. Casper's just said it's a game, to be fair, so I'm not too sure what happened there for Casper Meach. Unfortunately, he is the 3rd retiree of this Grand Prix. Widdowson pits, and Max Chapman does indeed go into the pit stop. He's going to go on those soft tyres now, fresh softs, as we see Callum McGrath. It'll be interesting to see where Max Chapman comes out here. I'm going to predict behind Jay Robinson in front. He's going to be very close to Joel Foxall.
Yeah, he's going to be very, very close. I'm thinking maybe in between Josh and Dylan, it possibly could be, or at the front of the pack.
There's no way he's just clutched that.
He has done it.
This is the thing with the safety car. All the drivers, that they can't go above their delta. They have to maintain a green delta. And Max Chapman's pitted with that extra time. Fresh softs, P1. Callum on used softs as well. Wow. Absolutely great choice there by Max Chapman. Well, he didn't hit the wall. Yeah, I'm getting news as well from the McLaren garage that unfortunately there was a game glitch where Casper sort of went very close to a wall, but it almost came sort of out of the wall as if like a hitbox, and he hit into it. So yeah, that is very unfortunate there for Casper Meach. But he's made the race exciting though, so I don't want to say thank you, but yeah, we're gonna have 3 laps of crazy driving here as all the drivers get close together again. Adam Forbes P11, his teammate in P8 now. Charlie doing really well, as we've only got 2 medium runners, Josh and Dylan Hartley. But yeah, obviously let's go and have a quick look at the amount of pit stops we've got. Sorry that I have to pause the game to do this. But yeah, Chapman 2 pit stops, and then it looks like Callum's the only person to pit once in this Grand Prix.
Yeah, Callum has literally done wonders with his tyres. To do a 1 stop in this 26 lap race. He's right on the back of Max Chapman, but they're now both on soft compound tyres, so yeah, it's going to be a fight to the checkered flag.
Certainly is, as yeah, we just have a look at positions gained lost here. Josh up 11 places, Dylan up 7. Joel in P5. Joel's not going to be happy with this. I mean, he's still got a chance at a podium here. But yeah, unfortunate. Obviously, Joel starting P2 in this Grand Prix, down into P5. and that front wing certainly didn't help him just before the virtual safety car. Jay Robinson doing his bits, up 7 positions in P6, as we see a few of the final drivers just trying to catch up with the pack. We'll have one more lap of the safety car, and then it will be going green again.
Yeah. I think Josh and Dylan are going to be feeling a little bit itchy on this restart, especially with the medium compounded tyres when everybody around them is on the softs. So they might be going, speed up. I want to get some tyre temperature into those tyres. But it's going to be tough between those two drivers are going to be literally going, why didn't we go onto the softs?
Yeah, the thing is, you can't call it. You know, that there's split decisions made at certain parts of the Grand Prix where, you know, you're expecting there not to be a safety car. You know, with 6 laps left, we wouldn't have expected a safety car. This is the 3rd safety car, and obviously we're expecting it a little bit because it's a street circuit. But yeah, unfortunately, obviously, you know, that the McLaren that went round there, not obviously Casper's fault, but it has caused a safety car, and we're going to have 2 laps of crazy racing as the safety car is halfway through its last lap round here. And yeah, and then it will be all green and all go, and all the drivers are going to give their, you know, 100% round here. They don't want to be smashing into walls, but they definitely want to be making up as many places as they can for the last 2 laps of this Grand Prix. P1 and P2 collide at the restart. You've heard it here first. We'll have to wait and find out, won't we?
That's going to be a very bold prediction there, but
hey,
you know,
I mean, never say
with
never,
F1,
but
anything can happen.
Exactly, that's the quote. That's the one. There you go. But yeah, we'll start seeing in just a moment the safety car going into the pits as Max Chapman will be slowing down the pack with with the red Ferrari behind him. Callum's definitely seen the back of that Red Bull quite a bit this race, but whether or not he is the other way around in just a few seconds, we'll have to wait and find out. But yeah, it looks like we've also got Perez there retiring in the other AlphaTauri, but because there's already a safety car, I hope that doesn't mean that it will extend and we're going to finish on a safety car.
Safety car's coming in this lap,
it is,
so
okay.
Chapman's going to be backing up that pack.
Certainly is. Look at all the drivers there, warming up their tyres, getting as much heat into them as they possibly can. And that is only 11 drivers left of this race. We've lost now 4 drivers. But yeah, that safety car is definitely coming in now. And we'll see how Max Chapman does this safety car restart. We'll ride on board with Callum, and we'll see when Max Chapman decides to go. Bold's my middle name. There it is. Oh, Callum's
Max Chapman's making it very, very late.
Yeah, there we go.
And he goes.
Oh, what a start by Max Chapman there. Callum almost... Oh, he reacted very well, but I don't know if Callum's going to have the DRS, actually. Let's find out. No, none of the drivers do have the DRS. There will be no DRS until the end of the Grand Prix, so it won't be reopened. As Josh... Oh, there's contact between the two of them. I don't know if there's any damage, but Josh... he's not going to want to give that plate. He's giving it back to Callum, as Callum takes it very wide. As Josh gets a really nice exit out of turn 3. Moves up to P2 there. And it looks like Matthew in the Haas has retired all the way back at the back of the pack. That's now 5 retirees. But yeah, this is insane. Oh, sorry for the HUD. My apologies.
Yeah, we've now got a Red Bull 1-2. But Callum is definitely going to be itching behind that Red Bull and going, I want that 2nd place back.
Yeah, look at all the drivers back here. Look at the McLaren of Jay Robinson, absolutely sandwiched between the Mercedes and Joel Foxall. Joel's not going to be happy with this. He's being slowed down quite considerably as he's moved down into P7 and potentially he's up to P6, but they're fighting here. Absolutely fighting as the yellow flag up Castle. Loads of drivers hitting the wall, loads of debris, but they can't call a safety car now.
Locked up his tyres into Castle, went to the escape road. He's now back down into 10th place at the last of the pack, so even though it's 1 point, that 1 point could be crucial in the championship fight.
Absolutely, as we see, yeah, Charlie's currently got the fastest lap hit in the Williams as they're taking the back row of the Grand Prix. As Chapman's already got a 6-second lead of this Grand Prix. He is absolutely on fire as it looks like, yeah, McGrath just hit a wall there. He's still got his full front wing though. He's going to get, well, he's not going to get a DRS open, but he's definitely going to get some split stream. Split stream? No, that's something we do on a long haul. Slipstream. Down on Josh. Oh my god. There we go. As yeah, he's gaining a little bit more time on Josh. Callum's going to want to get that P2 for his teammate, but yeah, we'll see if it happens.
Yeah, the championship battle between Red Bull and Ferrari. Before this start of the race, it was 1 point between them two. So
yes,
this battle will probably go right to the end.
This is like another Max Verstappen and Hamilton. Yeah, all the way down to Brazil for the driver constructors. But yeah, Josh obviously on the medium tyres here. Callum on the soft tyres as Max Chapman. I don't know if he's slowing down a little bit, but there's now a 4-second gap between himself and his teammate, as Callum 8 tenths behind. And Hartley, I mean, Hartley might even be looking at an eyeing opener move on Callum. So, you know, although Callum's wanting to get in front of Josh, it's looking like Callum's got bigger problems on his... He's got bigger fish to fry? No, I don't know what the phrase is.
Yeah, it looks like maybe Callum's going to be having that tyre wear issue now with the softs. 6 laps on those soft tyres. He's definitely going to be having some fun with those tyres now as we come down to the last lap of the race.
Yes, the penultimate lap here. Dylan Hartley very close there to the back of Callum McGrath. And yeah, I mean, he's all over Callum. Callum might lose out on a podium here to Dylan. Let's find out as Max Chapman goes again faster, 139.9. He's now in the 139s, which during a race is absolutely incredible to see, as Max is just completely missing. You can't even see him in front of these drivers. Callum's not giving up that position of Dylan Hartley, and Middelfeld's also very close to Joel. 11 seconds in front in 2 laps. Max he's something else. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, Max Chapman is probably one of the best drivers on this grid. He is super fast, whatever car he's in.
Yeah, I think that summed it up, to be honest with you. Yeah, he was amazing in quali. He was 7 tenths faster than P2, and he just knows this circuit like the back of his hand, to be honest with you. And yeah, it looks like Callum there, sorry, Dylan's now being sandwiched between 2 Ferraris and also 2 Mercedes there, fighting for P3 and P4. I have no idea who's going to be on the podium there, as Callum slowed down the Mercedes as Joel Foxhall comes in out of nowhere for P3. Wow. Callum's really doing bits here for Joel Foxhall. I mean, yeah, Joel he's gone from like P7 up to P3 all of a sudden. I mean, I don't know if that was a bit of unfair driving there by Callum slowing down those Mercedes. We'll have to investigate that. But I mean, if it was fair and he wasn't braking too much, then yeah, absolutely crazy driving there. But yeah, interesting. But yeah, here we come. Max Chapman down through the final straight of the Grand Prix, 13 seconds in front of Josh on the fresh softs. This Grand Prix is played into Max Chapman's hands as he crosses the line to win the Baku Grand Prix with the fastest lap. Not confirmed yet though, but yeah, that's 25 points definitely back there for Max Chapman. As his teammate, Max is going to be happy with this, of Josh O'Mara. Comes in P2. Josh starting like what? P13 up to P2. Incredible drive there by Josh. As Joel P3 gets in that podium position as Callum drops back a little bit. But that was low. That was so many wow. Did you see that? There was so many drivers there across the line at the same time. I've got no idea who finished P4, P5 or P6 as we're going down a little bit further down the grid here. Charlie at the back. And yeah, wow. I mean, incredible race from all the drivers there. But it'll be interesting to see kind of, you know, what's going to happen with that. But yeah, Red Bull 1-2, Joel P3. Yeah, I wouldn't ever have called that.
Yeah, and it looks like Josh has been driver of the day, and I think he's well deserved a driver of the day. Personally, he's done wonders with that strategy of going to the hards on the first safety car. He's literally been on fire for the Red Bull team.
Yeah, there we
this
go.
Weekend.
Both those Red Bulls and the team principal celebrating. No shoeies today. But yeah, an Irish flag and 2 Great Britain flags there on the podium. Yeah, great comeback there for Joel. And a really nice drive for both the Red Bulls. Absolutely amazing race. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And look at the timing sheets there for P4 down to pretty much P7 there. There's within a tenth, not even half a tenth between those 4 drivers. So yeah, wow. I mean, no one could have called that. Those points were very valuable. But there we go. Yeah, the driver of the day definitely goes to Josh in my opinion. P14 up to P2. Incredible drive for Josh. What do you think in chat, guys? Who will be your driver of the day? If you could pick anybody. Dun, 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 dun. Shall we go and speak with the drivers?
Yeah, I might head down and go to the Red Bull garage and get Max Chapman in here. And
Absolutely.
possibly Joss O'Mara both in here for that fantastic Red Bull 1-2.
Yes, get them both in here if we can. It's up to you. What a drive he had, Ian Hanmore. You're so funny, Hassan. Hopefully you enjoyed that, though, guys. That was a lot of fun. I certainly enjoyed that. We'll go and have a little word with some of the drivers, and we'll get their take on it in just a moment. That's whether or not, obviously, they do want to speak to us. But yeah, I mean, yeah, great drive. Unfortunate for some drivers. Obviously, free safety cars was a considerable amount. But yeah, I mean, that's racing at the end of the day. Obviously, it's all down to safety and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get rid of that countdown timer. And we're going to have a word with both the Red Bulls, Max Chapman and Josh O'Mara. Hello.
Hello.
I mean,
hello.
What a great drive from both of you. I mean, Josh coming out of nowhere, P14 up to P2, and then Max 14, maybe even more seconds there. You've gained within a few laps. Yeah, I mean, how did you find the race?
We'll let Max go first because ladies first, of course.
Of course.
It went quite smoothly. There was a bit of a moment where Callum was holding me up tactically, which is fair enough to let Joel catch up. So, yeah, it was a good race, really competitive race. Really enjoyed it. Mid part of the race. Yeah, and well done to Josh as well, getting second. Nice little 1-2 finish.
Yeah, absolutely. We obviously saw that in the real life Grand Prix as well. But yeah, I mean, Max, talk us through that. What happened with Joel and his front wing? Was it a mistake by Joel to lose a bit of the front wing? Because I saw you sort of obviously braking to give him the position back before he dived in the pits. I'm not too sure what happened there.
I honestly don't really know, to be honest. I know that I was running a higher downforce setup than them because I think they were braking a lot earlier for corners, but it might have been my fault. I don't really know, to be honest. But,
yeah, I didn't really know what happened there, but it's not the end of the world. But obviously, yeah, Red Bull, yeah, 1-2, like you say. Your Ferrari sandwich for most of the race, but yeah, really good strategy as well. Interesting to see Josh pitting early. Was it your decision to go on the hard sort of lap? I'm not sure, lap 3 or lap 4 was it? Lap 6?
Me and Max were literally talking strategy the whole race. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Yeah, I had the box lap 1 because just before the safety, it's just before the safety car, the AlphaTauri, I think he just spun out of the turn and I just got caught up in that. But I had the box for the hards, and then box for mediums at the end because 29% hards. It's not nice, but yeah, I absolutely loved that race. So I generally thought I was going to smash into every wall, but it went opposite that, which I'm happy with. Yeah, GG to Max as well for the win.
Yeah, lots of racing, and it was a lot of fun to commentate today. So yeah, I mean, well done to both of you, and yeah, we'll look forward to. Oh, my mind's gone blank. What do we have next week? Canada. I think it's Canada.
Canada, yeah.
Yes, yeah, I'm looking forward to Canada. Thank you, GG.
Thank you.
That's it.
Right, let me.
Should we get the Ferrari guys in here?
Yeah, let's get.
I want to hear what
the Ferrari guys
absolutely,
in here as well.
And then we'll end off with that, I think, or maybe yeah, well, yeah. Break the chain. This is a tune. Dun, 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 dun. By the way, side note, flight sim will happen, by the way, tomorrow, because it's bank holiday. Hopefully I'll fly the BAE 146. That's my plan, anyway. We'll see. Potentially. I hope so. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. And we also got Miami next week as well, in real life, which should be really good. I hope. Dun, 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 dun. Here they are, the Ferrari boys. Hello, guys.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you feeling with that podium finish there, Joel? I mean, wow. I mean, P7, P3 in like a few turns, but it's honestly, what happens in racing.
Honestly, I'm not pleased, to be honest. I'm very happy for the team, and Callum did me absolute wonders as per usual. I'm not happy with it. I think a lot didn't go the right way in that race, and where I should have finished because of damage limitation, I had no side pod that whole race after the first safety car restart. So holding up Max was very hard and trying to stay ahead, but our low wings managed to do wonders on the straight. So Max obviously put me in a wall. Nothing his fault, obviously, because I'm braking early with no side pod. So I go to having like no side pod, no front wing. I box. I'm back in wherever. Safety car restart again. And then me and Dylan too wide. Jay sends it on the inside. I almost get pushed in the wall again. And then Callum again does wonders, manages to hold them up with his damage. I don't know how he got it. Sorry for the whole race live story, but I just needed to get that out. You know, it's a podium, but like
you don't feel like it went. It definitely didn't go the way that you wanted it to. Obviously, you know, replacing that front wing as well just before Casper Meech binned it into a wall. So yeah, it just didn't fall. It didn't. You know, the cards weren't drawn, I guess.
Yeah, not at all. It's unfortunate, but I mean, it's a podium. I should be happy, and I'm quite happy. Obviously, I probably shouldn't have been there without Callum, but yeah, Red Bull did a good job. Josh on a podium for the first time, I'm pretty sure. So congratulations to you, Josh, and yeah.
Yeah, Callum, I mean, your race, pitting once, the only driver to pit once in the Grand Prix. I mean, was that your plan all along, just to stay on the mediums for as long as you could? Obviously, providing the safety cars, you didn't decide to pit for the first two of them, I think.
Yeah. I mean, from the start, it was always going to be soft medium or a medium soft for us. I think Joel was on the soft medium, and then I decided to reverse the strategy. It was all about track position, really. We had 10 kilometers extra down the straight, which meant a closing speed of about 5. So we had so much pace that if we were in front, we were able to defend against DRS and DRS. So track position really was the key today.
Yeah, obviously it's a tight track, and you know, lots of interesting sort of moves, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, like you say, you were a team player, to be honest, Callum, today, helping out Joel and vice versa. But yeah, I think you know, the Ferrari, you done the best you could for the situation. Obviously, no one has ideas on the way that a race goes, but yeah, credit to both of you. Unless there's anything else that you want to say.
Yeah, I mean, you go ahead, Jamie.
Callum, you survived 18 laps on those medium tyres. How? You are like the tyre whisperer of this championship.
Yeah, well, if I had to put it down to anything, I'd put it down to Joel making sure that he was in front of Max. Whilst ever Max was behind Joel, I could get in that DRS and lighten the load to the last couple of corners. Obviously, it's quite rear limited through there, so if you do plant the throttle, you can spin. But other than the safety cars, getting that DRS down that straight meant I could lift through the last couple of corners and reduce the scrubbing. And if I could just add something.
Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this may be a bit rich coming from myself, but obviously I made a couple of, some may say dangerous, but I think it was hard racing, aggressive racing. At the end of the day, I didn't cause anyone to spin out, but some people in this league will fight to the brim, will fight right to the edge. Dylan, namely one of them, Max, Josh. Well done to Josh, by the way. I'll be expecting a shoey. And I think that aggressive behavior is just what we want in Kenco F1. I mean, obviously, as long as it's not a detriment to someone else's race, I think it's what the fans want to see, and I think it's what will pay off in the end.
Yes, sorry, I was just on mute there. Yeah, 100%. I do agree with that. But yeah, it's racing at the end of the day, like you said, so it's all good fun. But yeah, I think I'm not too sure if we just hear from one of the Williams drivers and then we'll head out for the evening. But yeah, again, a great drive for you. What was that? Was it P2 and P3? Oh, no, P3 and P4, sorry.
P3 and P5. I think
P5, okay.
Archie just got me on the line. There was 5 or so of us, so congrats to him.
Yeah, I wish I caught that on camera, but yeah, there was like 5 drivers along the line as well, which is good to see. Yeah, no one knew kind of what position they would be at the end.
Right, I'll get one of the Williams drivers of Charlie up here.
Of course, yes, no problem. Guys, we'll interview one of the Williams drivers, Adam or Charlie, and then we'll head out, all right? Hopefully you enjoy this, though. It's a little bit different to the flight sim. I understand that, obviously, if any of you are coming in from that and you're not too sure what's going on. But we try and pretty much recreate it as best we can to, obviously, David Croft and stuff like that. A little bit of fun. I do enjoy it quite a bit. Obviously, as well, different commentator today, which is Jamie, which is amazing. I'm so glad he stepped in. Otherwise, I'd have been a little bit lonely on my own. But we do have Charlie in the Williams here with us.
Yeah, hello.
Charlie, hello, welcome. Your race, I mean, starting P3, we was really getting, you know, we were crossing our fingers and really hoping for you today, but it just didn't go your way, did it?
No, I was honestly driving terrible today. It was just one of those days where nothing was working. I think on the 6th lap I hit the wall, then I had to pit, and I was like no man's land after that. And then on the next safety car restart, I also spun, and again I had to pit. And yeah, over the whole race, I had to pit 5 times now.
Oh, blimey. So it was a bit of a lonely race at the back, unfortunately, for you.
It was,
Yeah.
but I just
As long
wanted
as you
to
enjoyed
continue.
yourself.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
I just thought I might as well continue
Yes.
because in Baku a lot of people are gonna crash out, and in the end it actually paid off because I got P10
So you got a
and
point.
I even got 2 points because I got the
2.
fastest lap.
Oh,
Yeah.
You
I
stole it from
pitted
Max
on the-
Chapman.
Yeah,
Oh, that is
I
fantastic.
just completely went like all in on the last lap just to get that extra point.
Yeah, credit where credit's due for you, Charlie. Obviously, you have got the pace, but obviously, you know, the walls weren't in your favour today. And to
No.
be honest, the safety cars they came out all at the wrong times. We obviously saw you pitting as well, quite a few times. Obviously, new front wing and this, that, and the other. But yeah, I mean, your teammate Adam, he done really well as well today. I mean, he was sort of a good start of the race, but I think it fell back a little bit at the end, where he went into the pit stops, and your pit crew, your engineers, they forgot to put a new front wing on him, so he had to pit
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 times. But yeah, not too sure what happened there. But yeah, good race from you, Charlie, and obviously it'll be good to see you back again. Obviously stepping in for some of the drivers as and when. But yeah, really good. I'm sure that Taylor will be very happy with that as well.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
No problem. Thank you very much, Charlie. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
So yeah, guys, that's going to conclude it for the driver interviews. Thank you very, very much for all tuning in. I will be live during the week for some more flight sim. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this part of the Kenco F1. We are live again next Sunday. Also, I'm gonna put in the F1 channel as well for you guys. We do stream the qualifying and sometimes the practice sessions over on that channel. And then I believe from now on we'll do the main races on this channel. It just makes sense. The races are the best bits, right? So yeah, I don't know if you've got anything else to say, Jamie, before I head out.
No, other than it's been a pleasure commentating with you,
Okay.
and I hope to do some more in the future.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's like real life. Sometimes they have Ted Kravitz. Sometimes they have oh my god, I can't think of his name. Jensen Button. And you know, different commentators step in. So I really do appreciate that as well. Obviously, last minute as well. So thank you. And yeah, GG all around. And yeah, thank you very much. And I'll see you next Sunday for the Canadian Grand Prix. All right. Bye, guys. See ya.
Cheers.
Castle Hill Corner. Bye.